So Lucas, we came here to Aiedi in Caxias do Sul, which is the dry port, and we're going to pick up 2 cars, right? You were lucky to get there to make some content, and we're here working on this, right, man?
I'm really excited because I always see you doing exactly this on your Instagram, and today we're going to see it up close.
You'll watch, but you have to work too, right? So we're going to take them out now. It's a Ferrari 456 GT, a really cool car, and the 95 Mini Cooper Sport Pack, which is one of those really modern ones, right? Really cool.
Where did these cars come from?
These cars came from Italy.
Did you buy them in Europe?
In Europe, we import cars from there, including these 2.
Right, so not everything that comes from the United States.
Or not everything comes from there, right?
Now, where did you find those cars? How are you looking for a car to buy in Europe?
So, we have a business partner there too, right, Lucas? We have a business partner there whose name is Mauro Altamori, and we help him with some things here in Brazil. And we also have things that we bring from Europe to the United States, right? And he's a great partner. He has a warehouse there too. He has a trading company just like we have in the United States. So we've already helped each other out a lot, right?
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. And then when we notice something different that we won't find in the American market, we end up looking in the European market and have him check it out, take a look, see if it's right, you know?
Nice.
That's cool. And he also has some really strong contacts over there. He's also a very influential guy among the collectors there, right?
A guy who makes a difference in the end.
Right? One who makes a difference, right? Cool. And we've already brought a lot of things from there, right? This isn't the first batch from Italy, right? Got it. We've already bought some Porsches there. Bought the other Ferrari 456 GT that came. The first gray one also came from there, yes. The other little Mini, that anniversary one you saw at the mechanic, also came from Italy. I remember. That's right. And we keep going. Cool. Now there's another batch coming from there. There's another little Porsche 912.
Also from Italy.
Also from Italy.
The best market to look for a car is in Italy.
I would tell you that whole Eurozone area, pretty much all of it, right? Italy, Spain, Portugal.
Germany too?
Germany too, but the further north you go, you end up having the same problem as American cars. A lot of rust because of the snow, right?
Oh, there's that too.
Yeah, that's right. So not in Italy. In Italy, you'll only have snow problems way up north, right? On the border with Austria, on the border with Germany. Now, when you go from the middle down in Italy, the cars are all rust-free, all good cars, right? That's true. And Europeans, you know, that characteristic of Brazilians here, especially in our region where everyone is of Italian descent, they really take care of their cars and keep them for a lifetime, you know? So you get a lot of cars with a single owner, you know, a lot of cars that are still with the same guy, right?
What a dream.
Yeah, that's cool, especially with these exclusive cars. You know, we notice that they're single owner cars and all, right?
Well, today we are at the dry port in Caxias do Sul. I came to accompany Henrique Michelon to clear customs and take 2 cars he brought from Italy to his shop. I was really lucky that this happened today because I always see him doing this on Instagram. And today we ended up doing this job with him, and I'm going to show you this in today's video.
The cars are kept in here until everything is cleared and the taxes are collected.
No, but it's really well guarded here.
Well guarded. We asked them to keep the higher end cars in here, right? Oh, really? And the pickup trucks that need more restoration sometimes stay out in the yard since there's not enough space. Now, when it's the higher value cars and they're in better condition, we ask them to keep them inside, right?
Do you have to pay extra or can you just talk your way in?
No, here they know us well here, right? Yeah. So they give us a hand, right? Mr. Brighty, everything good? What are you checking out on this Cadillac? I'm trying to find the number of... You'll find that serial number on this car, on the plate that's right there. See? It's not there. Oh, here. It's not there. It's missing too. There's one in here, but yes, over there, that's just the style of its plate. That's it. It's not the number. It has to have that little tag that goes on the column there that shows the car's chassis number. That's cool, right? Yeah, they started. You see?
Did you bring this here too?
No, not me, thank God. No, don't wish those things on me. Come on. Things are really like this, huh? This is going to Santa Catarina.
Santa Catarina? There's a woman. Oh, really? Nice car, huh?
She brought a black one, 4 doors.
All electric.
There. Is it easy to get it from here like this, Michelin?
Uh-huh.
My friend, look at this, guys. It's the Coupe 1 454.
6, right? 456.
456 GT. Ah.
This is really crazy.
Costa is done for us, Marcelo.
Take one with the body filler in the door. Yesterday I hit this, which is the car's part.
Yes. Did you see how cool that was, Lucas?
The car is perfect, right? Just a few small things left to do.
Very little.
Very little indeed, right?
It's from a single owner. All the mechanical maintenance was done by those guys themselves. Now, as for detailing and that kind of stuff, right?
But where was this car used? In which country? In Italy itself. In Italy itself,
That's right.
What kind of engine does it have here?
Here we have a Ferrari, a modern 4.5 liter V12 engine, Motronic injection, real Bosch Motronic, right? Wow.
V12? The car would be Pininfarina.
Very modern. The car would be Pininfarina. Here it's already a car. Yes, you can leave it. Here it's already a car. Here is the turning point for Ferrari, from the old handmade cars to the modern cars full of equipment and electronics, right? It's a car with self-adjusting suspension, hydraulic, it self-adjusts just like the SL600, the same thing, the same hydraulic shock absorbers with expander and everything, with a self-leveling system, driving the car like this. It's like a sofa, right? Seriously? Planted and balanced, it doesn't sink, doesn't open up, doesn't lift the front, nothing. It's a different approach, right? It's a real GT. Got it. True Grand Tourer, okay? Here with the factory sport exhaust already on the car, right? That's also cool on this car. And this car, since it's an early series car, these 456 GTs lasted from 95 to 2003, okay? So it was produced for several years. The first ones, which is the case with this one here, its chassis number is actually pretty low. They're all made of composite. Then they moved it to mass production, and that's when it started being made of stamped metal. Check this out. This car is entirely made of composite, of carbon fiber. So it's an extremely light car. It has a lot of cool features. It has this rear bumper with a deflector that opens and closes by itself depending on the speed. It has a lot of cool features. This car is something like absurdly modern for its age and model year. Enrique, was this a customer request or something like that or not? This was a customer request, right? The customer had already seen that other one, really liked it, and now the time has come. He asked me to get him a car just like that one. We went, searched, worked things out, looked around, and closed the deal. But it's in great shape. And it has 80,000 kilometers, 80,000 kilometers. You see, mileage doesn't hurt a car as long as it's well maintained, right? The car was used well, made good use of it. Yes. Wow, that's really cool, right? Let's see if we can pull the Mini out and, hey, what do you think? Should we pull the Mini out, put it on the platform and load it outside until it goes in? Or should we ask him to drive it in? He'll drive it in. Will he drive it in? Yes, I'll ask him to wait in the corner so he can help load the other one too, since we came here because of the weight, right? Hey, after you finish tying it up, should we wait to help the other guy load? Yeah, then we'll leave together. He's never been here before. That's right. But my son helps him too, right? Gives him a hand. That's it. So you said you haven't had anything yet on the first one. This new tire, yeah. I got insurance over there in São João da Quarta, right? Right? Just like that. And then I think it's about 50 kilometers. Yes. This Ferrari model in terms of price, where does it stand compared to Ferraris worldwide? Well, it's highly valued, right? Because as I said, it's the first true Grand Tourer. The saga starts here with the 456 GT, then comes the 550 Maranello, 575 Maranello, then it becomes the 599 Fiorano, and then the 660. 812 Scaglietti, then the 812 Superfast. So this is the lineage of the GTs, right? It started here. It starts here. But it has a huge historical significance, right? Phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. For collectors, it's the cream of the crop, right? No, and like I said, it's a turning point because just imagine the previous Grand Tourer before this one was the Ferrari 400. Look at that. Which is that boxy one. The Pininfarina is also really boxy. So that design is very far from this one, right? So that one lasted for many years, right? Yeah. Also, that car was around until 86. I think 87 was the last year for that model. And then there were almost 10 years without a front-engine V12 GT. A long gap, a lot of years. And that design is from 73, 74, right? So it lasted a long time, but it was really old, right? Okay, it's a cool car, right? There are two, actually. Look. Wow, this is one of them. This one belongs to the people from Bento. Oh, really? Yeah. Did you guys bring them together? No. I know those guys. I know they bought that car because I actually went to check out that car to buy it. Oh, really? And I ended up not buying it because I bought this one here. How crazy is that? And when they asked, we ended up saying, look, there's a nice car over there. They bought it, but they do it themselves. So you see the difference, right? Already here with the 13-inch mini light wheels. Yeah, okay? With the wide fender already, because until 94 it only had it that way, right? That's it. And it makes a difference, huh? Just with the small fender flare, right? Wow, here already with the 13-inch rim and the big fender flares, it already looks cool, right? Much nicer, yeah. Looks great on it, right? Are you going to restore this one? This one, yes. There are some mechanical things to do. The interior is pretty new. Hey! This one won't turn over.
Battery? Yeah. I didn't even help you. I just kept filming the guy. Is that a problem?
That's it, look. We still put it up there, huh?
Look at the Cadillac next to the Mini. Look at the size. It's fantastic next to the Mini Cooper. You can't even compare them. What a beautiful car this lady chose. Look what's here. I just noticed now. Damn, guys. Look what's here, a GTR, man. No filming or taking pictures allowed. Let me go, or else they'll shut down Pingando Oleo. Let me go. Look at the boxes from Japan. That's it. We were saying that it looks small, but inside it's comfortable, right, Henrique? Of course.
Sit down there, Lucas.
And that's what's really crazy about it.
Come in so you can see how crazy it is.
I'll fit well in any car, but even bigger, taller people fit well in here. It's impressive. Look at this. Huh? The way it handles curves, they say this is insane.
Man, that's the thing about minis.
Here you won't have to take everything apart.
No, we're doing a proper mechanical tune-up here. We've got everything. There are complete kits for bushings, cones, suspension. You buy a complete kit and do a full review.
Do you buy it in England?
You buy it there. They have it in Italy too. Mini Spare Parts is throughout Europe, including Italy. So we already bought it there, already brought it with us, right?
Look at the Japanese letters inside. I'm not sure if it's Japanese or Chinese. It broke on the way. But I think what's inside protected it. Look at these guys' packaging, man. Look.
Did you remove the cables there yet?
Is it like this? Wait a minute, I'll bring it out here. Yes. Hold on a little bit, it stalls a little farther ahead. I found this somewhat odd spot to pull over so I could record and show the car once again that we are raffling through our new platform that Pingando Oleo created. Pingando Oleo created a raffle platform, so we're going to start raffling cars. This is the first one. It's my own car. It's ready, fully checked and ready to be raffled. So this is already happening at ligadosclasicos.com.br. The idea is to do new raffles with other cars as well, other classic cars that we'll get, including with partners and subscribers. The idea is for this to become something ongoing, right? The idea isn't to just do one raffle. So this car is 100% checked mechanically and even in terms of detailing as well. We cleaned a lot of the dust that was on it. We replaced the vinyl. The car received significant care in every aspect, but especially mechanically speaking, the car is 100% perfect for use. It brakes well, runs well, doesn't overheat. New tires, new hubcaps, original ones. They're very well preserved and well restored there. There are a few things missing, just a few things that during this process, which will take a few days, we're working on improvements and still adding some original items that are missing. So all you have to do is go to the first comment of this video or the description. There's a link for you to access our platform and enter the contest. This beautiful LTD 69er car with solid provenance, a car from Rio Grande do Sul that I personally bought in the city of São Marcos.
So the little Mini has brand new complete tail lights. It has front fog lights, those 4 over there, with slightly rusty housings. That one?
Those ones in the front?
Yeah, I found a brand new kit of all 4. Look up there in the front, want to see? Right there, look. The housings are a bit rusty, so I already brought 4 new ones. There's a complete suspension kit for him, the belts and everything. Suspension kit? Yes.
So the finishing details.
And detail.
Also that
Those little details of
mechanical stuff, right? Mechanical stuff, things that will turn out well in the end.
to do a complete overhaul, I see. We always bring a full engine gasket set in case we need to fix leaks or check everything properly, right? Oh, really? Yes. So we already bring it. We bring a water pump. If we need it, we use it. If not, we put it in stock. You might always need that, right? That way you're not stuck during the overhaul and getting the car running again. I see. It's something that's actually so cheap and ends up staying on hand for the car's maintenance. The new tires have already been put on there. You can't find that size in Brazil. Oh, I saw. It's pretty hard. You can't find it here, right? No. So I brought brake pads, brake shoes for the rear. There's that. Everything is brand new. And the suspension on these Minis is really cool because it doesn't have springs. It has some rubber cones, right? And these cones have a lifespan. They wear out over time, things like that. So we already brought the complete kit of these cones with the ball joints, tie rod ends, and control arm bushings. Then we replace what needs to be replaced. And what doesn't just becomes another spare part. Look.
Enrique, in the end, we get scared of imported cars, but it's the imported car that actually has parts available to buy.
Absolutely. Remember I told you last time, Lucas, that I'd rather restore a 95 Jaguar than a 92 Opala? That's true. You can't find parts for the Opala, but with the Jaguar, you just go online and see the whole car in exploded view. You can find and buy anything you want. Not just there, you find sellers on eBay, sometimes even with discounts on parts and stuff, right? So you can do the maintenance. The car turns out perfect, like new. You can drive it around relaxed and worry-free. Unlike with a domestic car where sometimes you end up worrying, sometimes you want to add something cool to your car, but you just can't find or get it. For example, I own not 1, but 2 Opalas. Where can you find a tensioner bushing, a front suspension tensioner bushing for the Opala that doesn't make noise? If you tell me where, I'd like to buy it for my Opala. Look, and if someone has 2 brand new GM ones in the box, not dried out, that are in usable condition, would you pay? I'd buy them to put on my blue Opala. And there aren't any? There aren't. So what do you do then?
Kind of unbelievable.
Right? It's amazing, man. Some cool cars, easy to maintain, but then you can't keep them the way you want because you can't find the part you need. Yeah, okay? And let's be honest, right? The Opala has a big advantage because in the United States there are plenty of parts for the 400 and a lot of engine stuff and all those things we always bring from there. You can't find AC Delco parts here, but you can there. We do the maintenance on the Opala all with AC Delco parts bought abroad for the 400. It's the same as what's in the Impala. In the other ones, they share parts. It's from the Nova, right? The Nova from 70 to 74 is basically the same car as our Opala, right? The mechanical parts. Yeah, things like the tie rod ends, steering parts, those things, they fit. Many things are compatible with our Opala. But that's it. Sometimes you have to source parts from abroad, right? Because you see, it's a national car. Wasn't there supposed to be plenty of AC Delco here? But there isn't. So that's it. That's sad, you know?
Now, those Pirelli tires on the Ferrari, did you guys put them on in Italy before coming? Are the tires brand new?
No, they're brand new, just put on. Actually, there are the Pirelli Classic, right? Which are the most famous tires that Pirelli made, like CN36, P7, P77, P6000. This one, which is the asymmetric one, that was used on all the supercars of the time, right? The Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, several cars use this tire. They still make a new batch once a year. Look, so if you get in on that year's production and place your order, you get the tire. Otherwise, you'll only get it next year.
They make a batch of a certain number, and that's it.
After that, only next year again.
Whoever got it, got it.
That's right. Around October, Pirelli usually makes a batch of classic tires and distributes them to the market. After that, they'll only make them again the next year.
That's cool.
Those who got them have them. Those who didn't won't be able to get them anymore.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're not cheap, right? They're pretty expensive.
But it really sorts the car out, man, right?
And the car looks beautiful too, right? I often see Ferraris with modern tires that just don't match and look strange.
Right.
It looks weird and doesn't match the car. Okay. That's important for this product.
Look at that, guys. I told you, see? I'm here with the sheriff of Caxias, right? Enrique knows a lot, man. It's really cool to hang out with him and do everyday things here because you end up learning a ton of stuff. He knows everything about the city, everything about how this place grew, everything about cars from neighboring countries, and about the meetups. The guy is a machine.
We like this stuff, right? What are you going to do?
Look at this here.
Yeah, the bike's over there, look.
No, and look at the crowd over there on the side, my friend. Check out this view here. Look at this, look.
Shouldn't you put it back there, João? Wow.
Listen to the pops.
Watch, 3 quick clutch pumps, that's it. Hey, João, I think you should move back a bit so you can open the door.
Check out the bang it makes, man.
Yeah? Hydraulics? Yes. Yes. Everything's been checked, including the system, right? You can go further. I think that's good there. Let's go.
You were right when you said the back seat is really spacious.
Yeah, it's a back seat made for adults.
2 adults can fit by the door.
With your height, for sure, there's plenty of space left.
That's true, man. Look, bro.
It's a real GT for adults.
Can I get in here?
Yes, you can. You should.
Holy shit.
Man, the real big seats, the comfortable ones, right?
No, the seat's already holding me in place here. Look. Driving position here. Look. You already get in here and look at the finish on all of this. Look.
Done, sir.
Look.
Thank you very much. Thanks again. Don't mention it. Anytime.
See you, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Look at the grill. What's this gold plaque here?
That's the Asioro Italian plate. It would be like the Italian black plate. Oh, really? Yeah, but there it's certified. So this car has an Asioro certificate from the Italian club, right? Look. And the Asioro in Italy is only for 100% original cars. If it doesn't score 100 points, it doesn't get it.
Only 100%.
Just 100%.
If not, you don't get it?
If not, you don't get it. Asioro is something that they take very seriously over there.
Wow, that's awesome. Cool plaque.
Cool, of course.
And does it get attached somewhere on the car or?
Or is it like a document? No, it's like a document. It comes along with the car's history, right? And of course, the client gave it to us. I even had it left inside the car. No way. Now I'm gonna give it to the new owner so he can put it in her history book, right? No way.
That's it, man. Look at the pedigree this car has, dude. Yeah. A gold plaque. It's like their black plate.
Look at the seats design, man. Look at the finish on this. Look at these sections here. Check it out. Imagine. Look at the buttons, man. Wow, that's beautiful.
That's cool, Michelin. Congrats, man.
This car is cool, isn't it?
What a buy.
And that's what I say. I really recommend this car because you get people like this. Even take me, for example, middle-aged, in my early 50s, man. I'm married. I have kids at home who still come along with us and all that. It's a car that if you want to go for a Sunday drive and take your daughter along for lunch, everyone fits comfortably and you'll have a great and comfortable ride. If you have a 348 or a 355, it's really cool, but it already limits you when it comes to family use, right? It becomes very selfish, as I say, right? And here, no, it's not a selfish car, it's a family car. And a GT allows you to take long trips. If you want to go to a car, meet a bit farther away, do 100, 200, 300, 500 kilometers in 20 weeks. Man, this car drives wonderfully on the highway. It doesn't tire you out. It doesn't tire you out exactly. It's a perfect car for that, man.
I noticed its height.
Yeah, it's easy to get in and out of.
It's easy to get in and out of, and the suspension height too. You can see it really looks comfortable.
Exactly, exactly. The car's high off the ground, right? Yeah, that's it. Decent ground clearance.
It could even look better if it were lower, but that's not the point. This is what it's made for.
It's a GT. It's a real Grand Tourer. Take the Europeans, for example, who have the Autobahns. You can go from Rome to Bologna, 400 kilometers. You can drive 300 kilometers per hour. You'll do it in an hour and a half. Beautiful. That was the idea. The pleasure of driving a car like this, you know? That's its purpose. That's what it was made for, right?
Amazing.
And now, before handing it over to the customer, what's your approach with the car? What are you going to do?
This car came from Rosso Corsa in Italy, which is a very famous dealership and one of the biggest Ferrari dealerships in Italy. In fact, they have stores in Germany, Italy, and France. They're kind of a big group, okay? And this car was traded in for a brand new Puro Sangue, okay? So what happened is that it was one of the premium used cars at Rosso Corsa. So this car, during our negotiation, went through a major service, a very thorough going over, all done at Rosso Corsa. In fact, we even received the invoice for it. Just so you know, the major service on this car cost 19,000 euros. Paid by the dealership as part of our negotiation. So the car already came with the belts, water pump, all the things that could potentially cause problems in this car, already checked and serviced. And this car, man, it was bought brand new at Rosso Corsa from a single owner. And this car had all its maintenance done from brand new at the same dealership.
My God, the guy spared no expense on this one.
So this car has 80,000 kilometers on it, right? It's not that it hasn't been driven, it just has mileage. And that's why I say mileage doesn't hurt a car. Here's a good example of that. In our store, the cars are driven, right? We often hear, oh no, since it wasn't driven. Man, isn't half of what's out there a lie? And then people still fool themselves because you go look at the cars, man, they look like they've been fixed up, like, come on, man, no way, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with 20,000 kilometers.
This car doesn't have 20,000 kilometers, like I said. It actually has 80,000. Still, you wouldn't believe it by looking at it.
You don't really believe it. If you said it had 10, I'd believe you.
That's what I'm telling you, right?
Yeah, does mileage really matter on these cars?
Look, man, I think there are people here in Brazil who really care about that, right? Europeans already think the way I was telling you. Who did it belong to? What's the car's classification? Well, it's ASI Oro certified. Hey, it's from a single owner. All the maintenance was done at the same dealership. It has a huge maintenance logbook. Everything was done exactly as Ferrari recommends, just like it should be, without sparing a single euro on the car. So I think that's what makes the difference. Yeah. A 20,000 kilometer car that sat unused for 10 years, getting everything up to date, you'll spend more than the 19,000 that was spent on this car.
The guy spent 19,000 in Europe. Just imagine how much it would cost here in Brazil to get a car like this up to date.
No, you have to order the parts, right? You can find the labor, but it was already there on their minds, using only original parts and doing everything correctly, right?
So it was a negotiation where you managed to negotiate to the point of getting a service done there, paid by him.
Paid by them, the car price was negotiated, serviced at the dealership. Got it, okay?
So here you just wash it, put some wax on, and it's ready.
Wash it, do the polishing and protective treatments, deliver it fully protected for the customer to store in their garage, and we help maintain it, right? That's how it works. So he can enjoy it with peace of mind.
Congratulations, man. Great purchase.
Very nice. Yeah, it was a really good purchase. And with a little patience, we end up finding this kind of thing, right? Yeah, right? Because otherwise you end up getting a bunch of other things that just aren't worth it, right? And it's a car all about the details. It has to be complete in every detail. And this car is perfect in every detail, even the smallest details, regardless of its mileage. Then you realize that whoever used it with a lot of care and took great care of the car, right?
A guy who really liked the car.
Even the interior condition of the car. It hasn't been restored and it's in perfect condition, right?
Its interior is amazing, man. And what about the one you're restoring?
That one is a Testarossa. Yes, Testarossa, it's in the assembly phase. We plan to have that car ready and assembled by the end of the year. Assembling it carefully with great attention to detail. Because if even the smallest detail is missing, we stop and go after the part. If it can't be restored, we replace it or fix it. That was a car that went through a major mishap because the guy bought it brand new. It's an 89 car model, year 90. And in 91, after a year of use, he went off the road with it in California, not California, in Florida. The car has always been from Miami. He was talking about those interstates with a median that forms an angle with something. And then they scraped it underneath on the floor pan. And here on the driver's side rocker panel, this car went to a place to get fixed. And in the meantime, the guy died. And he had a fight there involving his wife, ex-wife, mistress, a whole mess. And his estate was tied up in court for 20 years. Wow. And that Ferrari, in fact, was held there, unable to be released, right where it was being serviced. And they took it to his apartment in Miami, just as it was, without being fixed. The court ordered everything to stop. And it sat unused for 21 years with 4,158 kilometers on it. That's unbelievable. That's how much the guy used it since he had the accident.
Did you buy it in that condition?
In that situation. Because then all that confusion between the women ended. And this car ended up with the woman who was his lover there in Florida. I see. And then it was settled in court. They transferred it to her. She went to Ferrari of Fort Lauderdale, where we had already bought other cars. And she wanted to trade in this car for a Ferrari Roma, which was a new release in 2018. And the people there knew me. I had already bought Ferraris from them. And the guy there knew I liked Testarossas. He called me over. He said, "Hey, come here. I have a deal for you." "Man, I only get paid if you take it." So we went there to see the car. It was covered in pigeon and bird droppings.
From being in a building?
From one of those semi-open garages in Miami, you know? Yeah. Black stuff, soot, man. The car was encrusted. And then we bought this car, just like that. Let's go for it.
Did you see her like that?
Yes, then we brought it here. We got the car running first mechanically, and it was brand new. The oil plug was sealed. There's the car's purchase record right there at the Constitutional in Fort Lauderdale. And everything was still sealed. The car still had its original factory oil in it. Perfect, just like that, except it had accident damage to the floor pan. Then we took the whole car apart. We replaced the entire floor pan. It's an aluminum tray-style floor pan, so we rebuilt the whole tray. We fixed everything and are now reassembling the car.
Cool.
And the car, besides having had the misfortune of the accident, while it was in the building's garage there in Miami, it was looted. The guys stole the car's grill. They ripped it off, stole the car's mirrors. No kidding. They stole the tail light. They stole the rear grill. Man, they looted the car. The car was literally looted in the building's garage.
Think about it.
Yeah, over 20 years just sitting there.
Yeah. Left there and more abandoned by everyone who passed by. Yeah, years, right? Regular people, drunk people, kids, adults. Man, sooner or later, people can't resist.
I know where there's a grill, I'll go get it. It became everyone's personal parts store.
But it's nice to know that things are going well then.
Right, going now, we're putting it back together. I think in the next 6 months, we'll have it fully ready and assembled. We've now finished restoring all the internal parts so we can start assembling the interior, which is the hardest part of the car. He'll start with the fuse box, laying out the wiring harness and assembling the dashboard and everything, right?
That's something, huh?
It's a lot, yeah. Wow, with that one, we actually did a very detailed job because we wanted to save all the original leather and we managed to hydrate it, did the hydration treatments.
They say it's part of the seat and interior.
That's right, we saved the car's original seats. Just imagine, with the help of Carlos, a friend of ours who works exclusively with leather restoration. And he helped. We brought the products, the gels, everything we needed. We managed to hydrate it, man, and the leather responded well. The car's original seats turned out perfect, man.
Wow, you managed to treat leather that's 21 years old.
Yeah, it was poorly taken care of, heated, it was dried out, everything. Man, luckily no one sat on it. So it was dry, but it looked good, right? Not dry or cracked like when you use it without care, I get it. So we had to try to moisturize that leather, and that's what we managed to do with a lot of conditioning treatments, with a lot of great modern products that we even have from the line we use here. And let that gel soak in, moisturize the seat like that. We don't even take it off, just let it absorb everything like that. And when we applied it, man, from one day to the next, it would disappear. That's how dry the seats were. Crazy. And that's what we did 3, 4, 5 times. We moisturized the seats, plus some other products he had from his own line, and we did it. And then any little detail we needed, we touched up, painted, perfect. The car seats looked brand new.
The dashboard and doors feature lots of leather.
Absolutely. The whole car is covered in leather.
Everything, the entire car is leather.
It's all black leather, right? Perfect. The inside of the car is black, correct?
It's black.
Right, that's it.
It fixes everything and reaches every part of the car.
Well, since the last time you were here until now, I finished the last interior leather restoration piece just last week. And another thing, the Testarossa was built very much by hand. So there are still a lot of things inside that are poorly done, which today we know can be done better, right?
Cool.
So, yeah, like the little clips that hold the side console where the handbrake is, I see. They're all kind of crooked, a bit crooked. Man, we redid all of that with better materials, with aluminum parts, with, stainless steel clips. We did a lot of things so that, like, when we put it together, it would look nice, straight, perfect, right? Even better than the original, let's say, if not there. Yes, because that's what we had, right? Yeah. The resources have improved a lot, right? For sure. So we're bringing all these improvements in materials, even to attach the side columns. They were aluminum, all kind of crooked. It was built very much by hand, right, man? So we managed to align all these things before pre-assembling these parts. So now when we do the final assembly, it's like this, flawless and perfect, right?
Cool. Look, guys, this isn't the Ferrari we're talking about.
I'm going to show the Testarossa.
Yeah. I'm just going to put the images so we can show this again.
We can go there later to the mechanic back here behind the store, right? Oh, over there, right? It's there. If you want to go there, we can go there. We can show him.
I'd like to go again. The day you took me was really cool.
I think the finished leather parts are scattered around there now.
You could show them. Wouldn't that be something?
It would be. We can drop by there in a little while.
It'd be cool to show it.
You just have to want to.
Enrique, these are the tires, right?
These are the asymmetric ones. They're being made again now using the original molds for that old tire.
Pirelli does that there.
There's the Pirelli Classic, not just this model, but there are 8 or 10 tire models that Pirelli produces again, right? Like the old CN36 that was around back in the days of the Puma, the Opala, remember? That's cool. That tire is still made today. Wow, it was already bad back then. Just imagine today. There are better tires, but hey, it does look good.
That's incredible.
Yeah.